Hello, it is Sunday, August 23rd, and here's your update on stimulus talks, unemployment, and everything happening on Capitol Hill. So, first off, last week was the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, and by all reports, it was a massive hit. Even some conservative pundits were lauding it, actually almost all of them across the board. A number of speeches that were really important were Michelle Obama's, was very, very, very powerful. She keeps showing that she's equal to the orator that her husband, President Obama, is. And Joe Biden really knocked it out of the park in his speech too. It really laid to rest any of those concerns about his cognitive decline, and I'm looking forward to the debates. This week is the RNC, it's the Republicans' turn. They really have to do something special to beat the Democrats at their own game. Apparently, President Donald Trump is going to be speaking every night at 10 p.m. One of the most powerful parts of the DNC was the roll call where it went around the nation to all the Democrats in all the different states around the nation. And I'm hoping the Republicans can do a similar thing, but we're going to have to wait and see. In other news, House Speaker Pelosi called back the House this weekend, and they passed a bill to give the US Postal Service $25 billion, which is what the Board of Governors have said that they wanted. Postmaster DeJoy has said that he is freezing all changes he was making and rolling back some of the ones so that we can make sure we get a good delivery of postal votes this year, because they're going to be a lot bigger because of coronavirus. The Republicans, however, particularly McConnell and the president, have said this is dead on arrival in the Senate. Mark Meadows, the president's chief of staff, wants to tie it to an unemployment and stimulus bill, a so-called skinny package. So wait and see there. Pelosi does not want to do a skinny package. She wants to tie it all together because she feels, and the Democrats feel, the nation needs bold decisions here for what is a real crisis. So we'll wait and see there. On that note, 100 of the House Democrats have given an open letter to Pelosi to pass something just for unemployment, particularly ones in some of those marginal seats. But she still says that they want to stick to their guns and pass a bigger bill, although she has left the door open a little bit for something a bit more pared back and then another round later in the year. If you want my opinion, I would rather just get it all out of the way right now. Let's get it out of the way before the presidential debates, before the election, so that we don't have either candidate hanging over our heads with like, well, if you elect me, I'll give you more money, that kind of thing. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. 2, the expanded unemployment, the $300 plus up the president did through executive order. A lot of states have applied now. A few have been accepted, which is great. I believe Arkansas has been paid out, which is exciting. New York, where I'm from, have officially applied. The problem with this is that the states are going to have to come up with their own solution for paying this out because they can't do it as part of the normal unemployment because it's not part of the Social Security Act. They're going to have to pay it in some roundabout way. So even though New York has applied a month late, it still could be another month before we see any money. If I were to look towards a next stimulus package, the Republicans don't get back from their recess until Labor Day, September the 8th. So by then, the DNC is over. The RNC will be over. We will be gearing up towards the first presidential debates, which are on September the 29th. Look for a deal in that second and third week in September. That is the last chance, really, for them to get anything out to us before it all just becomes an absolute shit show as we gear up to the election. If I had to be a betting man, and I've tried this in the past and they have completely surprised me, I would say they're going to get something done in September. I think that Pelosi will eventually concede and do some sort of skinny package, but she's going to have to be very deft about it. And she's a smart political operator to get us through this so that it doesn't look like a loss. It doesn't look too much for a win for the president. Because as I keep saying, as we get closer and closer and closer to the election, there's just going to be less of a chance for any sort of compromise because they want to polarize, they want to create issues, wedge issues, both parties, so they can have something to run on. So here's fingers crossed for that second and third week in September to get some stimulus out there. And again, they have agreed they need extended unemployment. They need the $1,200 checks. They need some money for schools. And even the Republicans have said they're going to give some money to state and local, but it just hasn't been enough so far. So stay tuned. So that's my update for Sunday, August 23rd. A lot happening. Stay tuned for the RNC this week. And if you can catch some of those good speeches from the DNC last week, I implore you to. Michelle Obama, Biden's was very, very impressive. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.